City Church. I am Bob Willis. I am the pastor here. And tonight we are going to be praying for the peace of our city. Now, with the peace, the shalom of our city. I love that word shalom. There's so many different meanings to it. It's such a deep word. It can mean peace. It can mean an absence of war, an absence of violence, an absence of conflict. But this is a definition I really love. Shalom means an absence of chaos. And there's a lot of chaos in our city and in surrounding cities. There's murders, there's physical violence that doesn't end in death, there's gang violence, there's crime, there's road rage, there's verbal violence, there's domestic violence, and even violence against oneself. And poor self-image, eating disorders, drug and alcohol abuse, rage, suicide, and those who just live an angry, pessimistic life. So today we want to pray for peace in our city. And I'm going to ask you to divide up into groups of like 4 to 6, and we will take about 5 or 6 minutes to pray about this. So divide up and pray for peace in our city. From the same buffet line, one or the other. Thanks, Dave. Another area that we need to pray peace into in our city is into the home. One of the most overlooked plagues in our community is domestic violence. Men, women, children, the elderly, the trafficked, they're all victims of this insidious epidemic. The stats are alarming. In our community, 1 in 4 women, whose lives will be impacted within their lifetime by domestic violence. 1 in 7 men's lives will be impacted by domestic violence. And listen to this, between, I believe it's 15 and 23, 1 in 3 of these young people will be affected by domestic violence. Fatherlessness is another tragedy, another reality in our community. But we know that God has a plan for the family. He has a plan for peace in our home. He has a plan for us to love one another. He has a plan for family unity. And I'm inviting a family up today, Sean, Carrie, and Kayla Fallweiler, and they are going to lead us in prayer for the family.
Man, I didn't know I had to follow Dave up. That's big shoes to fill right there. Evening, church. My name's Sean. This is Carrie and Kayla. Sorry, I'll get it right second service. I mean, oh my gosh, it's just seeing you guys, seeing the church together is just such a beauty. I mean, just seeing everyone in this church, the worship, you guys worshiping together, this house is rocking. I mean, so I'm up here to pray for fathers. I'm praying for the fathers that are fathers of a steady home. I'm praying for the fathers that are those who are looking over a home, those of a fatherless home. I'm looking for spiritual fathers, right? There's all types of fathers out there, and there's all types of fathers we need in our lives. So I'm going to be praying for them. And one of the best things about being a father is you can tell dad jokes. And so I think this is a good time to tell a dad joke. So, how does Moses make tea? No? He brews. One last one, then I'll get to praying. So what does a sprinter eat right before they run? No, nothing. They fast. All right, let's get to the prayer. Dear Jesus, we just thank you for all the fathers. We thank you for everything they have to offer. We just ask that you bring them there in the household and be present. Present physically, spiritually, mentally, to be there. And we know how important it is as a father just to be there and be present. It means so much. We don't have to do so much. We don't have to be so much. Just being there just means the world to the family, to the wife, to the children, just to be that father. And we ask just to be the spiritual leader, to be the one that gets up and get ready for church and is there, the first one out the door, ready to praise and worship, hands up in the air, singing like there's no tomorrow. We ask for that Father to be there. We ask for us to be encouraged and blessed, and we ask for us just to have some energy as fathers. We know as a full day, we come home and it's just tough. We just want to sit on the couch and we just want to do nothing after a full day of work, but we want that energy, dear Jesus. We want that energy to be able to sit with our family, to be able to worship with them, to eat with them, and to play games with them, and just to be there with them and be there physically and mentally. We just ask for our fathers who are just going to be able to cover our household with their spiritualness, and cover our household with their wisdom, and cover our household with just grace and mercy, and to be able to give grace and mercy to the children of the household, and give grace and mercy to the wives of the household as well. And we ask for this all in your name, dear Jesus. Amen. Amen.
All right, I'm going to pray over all of the mothers and the wives, and I will apologize for my husband, which I tend to do every Sunday when we come to church. So, please bow your heads. Heavenly Father, I just thank you so much for this opportunity to speak tonight in front of all these amazing people. I just pray, Lord, that you raise these women, these wives, these mothers. You have given us incredible gifts, Lord, and the most important one is loving us unconditionally. And Lord, you have blessed us with husbands who love us and are leading us in our faith. And that is incredibly important. But then you loved us so much and you entrusted us women to become mothers. And I can't think of a greater role that we play than being a mother. But Lord, there's a lot that comes with motherhood, and I feel that in the world that we live in today, it's tough. We are torn in so many directions. We're judged. We are supposed to keep up. But Lord, I pray that instead of bringing chaos and stress to our homes and to our children and to our husbands, that the wives and the mothers can bring peace and comfort. And that when our kids and our husband come home at the end of the day, they know they have a safe place. Because I feel, Lord, that that's hard to find. Lord, I just pray that we can make an impact on women who don't yet know you, that they can see you through us. They can see you through the children that we are raising, and that they can find the love that you offer them as well. Lord, please work through us to protect our kids to see the good when there's evil all around them. Protect them from the distractions of our busy and nonstop lives. And let us as mothers speak life into not only our children, but our husbands as well. Now this is a big one because I said again, we're pulled in so many directions. But Lord, I'm guilty as them all. Please help us to slow down. Help us to slow down to actually listen. Listen to our kids, listen to our husbands, and actually hear them and understand them and give them the time that you give to us. Uninterrupted, continuous love. Help us to do that. Lord, I ask that you fill each mother and wife here tonight with grace to be the best version of ourselves. Let us love our children and our husbands as you love us. Let them see you through us, and let them find comfort in us. Amen.
I'm going to pray for our children. Dear Heavenly Father, please put a head of protection over our children. I hope that they are honest and they obey their parents and they trust in the Lord, because their life will be so much easier with the Lord in their heart. And I hope that they are peaceful rather than violent. In Jesus' name, amen.
us in bondage. But remember, peace brings freedom, resurrection, and life. And I've asked Becca to lead us in a song to finish up our night tonight that reminds us of the fact that we don't live in bondage or in death, because there ain't no grave that can hold us down.
We're gonna follow Jesus if he walked out of the grave.